I could not be with y'all in person to go over this, but I did want to make sure that I introduced your final body systems project before we ended up leaving for Thanksgiving break. And I know that some of y'all are going to be out early next week, so we'll have some time to work on it this week. So this is going to be your big final assessment project for your body systems unit. And there's a lot of choice within this. There are the big components of it is you are going to choose two of the body systems that we've covered so far in this unit. The ones that we've covered are down here. So we've covered the skeletal system, we've covered the muscular system, the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, the nervous system, and the digestive system. There are a bunch of other systems in there that we did not necessarily get to cover. If you want to talk about the endocrine system or the immune system, you absolutely can. It's just going to take a little bit more time and research on your part because we didn't cover them or take notes on them in class. Now, after you choose the two body systems that you would like to cover, you are going to be building three different components for me. Number one is a model. So for this, you're going to create some sort of physical model showing the major parts and functions of each part of your system. So if you were doing the digestive system, you would need to have the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine. All of those things would need to be covered in the digestive system. And the model can be three-dimensional using any materials that you would like to. It can be a detailed drawing with your appropriate labels on it, or it could be a 3D model or a computer model. However you want to do that, that is where you can be really creative with this project. Now, your model should include a key that describes the function of each of the parts of the system. So it can't just be a really super detailed picture of the digestive system with the names next to it. You also have to give me a key that explains what each part does. Now, with this, I don't want you to just copy and paste something off the internet. It has to be something that you create in some form or fashion. Parts 2 and 3 are going to be on the computer, and the two assignments can be found on Google Classroom. The first part is working together. So the student will write a paragraph detailing how the two systems work together to help the body work effectively. With this should be a full paragraph. So you should have, number one, how does the digestive system work on its own? Number two, how does the skeletal system work on its own? And then describe how they work together. So make sure you have the individual functions of both of them and how they work together as well. And then breaking the system. This is something that we've done a lot with our disease projects. Same basic idea. So the student will identify and describe a disease that affects one of the two systems. This paragraph will include a description of the symptoms of the disease as well as the demographics of the population it most affects. Students will also need to describe how the disease affects the body as a whole. This is essentially our body systems disease projects, but instead of a PowerPoint, you are going to do a paragraph. Now, for parts 2 and 3, you can absolutely do more than a paragraph if you feel like you need more than a paragraph to explain what's going on, especially with that breaking the system one. Your length, your minimum length is a paragraph. Your maximum length is how much information you need to tell me to fully answer the prompt. So all of this is going to be due December 2nd. And that is for all of my classes. It does not matter if you are on my odd days or my even days. It is due December 2nd across the board. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them onto Google Classroom. I will not be able to answer them right away, but as soon as I am able to, or early next week, I will be able to get them. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and great weekend, and I will see y'all next week.